Now on 18 Eyewitness News.
Work at Clearwater Dam will be completed by the end of the year. Also, the search continues for a Farmington shooting suspect. Plus, Delogie's East Outer Road project goes out for bids this month. All of these stories are coming up.
More nice weather's on the way for southeast Missouri as mild air pushes in. I'll let you know about that coming up in your Storm Tracker weather forecast.
Coverage you can count on. This is 18 Eyewitness News.
Hello everybody, I'm Fred Dawkins and thanks for joining us. Here are the top stories we're working on for you at this hour. Work at Clearwater Dam will be completed by the end of this year. Project manager for the Clearwater Major Rehab, Glenn Proffitt of the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, says in the last 6 weeks they're doing seismic analysis as well as repair work on the overflow spillway to the east of the dam.
We're also doing on the upstream face of the dam, clay blanket with a sand filter and then some stone that will be placed on that as well. That all should be completed by the end of the calendar year or in December, assuming weather permitting.
Proffitt tells us after the work is completed, the lake level will be kept below normal as part of their protocol.
Interim risk reduction measures will stay in place probably for another year. That's, you have a lower lake level than normal until such time that we verify that it's, operating as intended.
Proffitt expects the lake will be brought back to its normal elevation by the end of 2013. Well, now let's take a look at our weekend forecast. Here's Dustin Kopp.
Good evening, Fred. Good evening, everybody. Looking at current conditions throughout southeast Missouri, we're seeing temperatures in the 40s, 46 right now in Festus, 47 in Potosi. That should be at 45 right now in Ellington, 42 in Van Buren, 46 in Poplar Bluff, and 47 right now both in Fredericktown and Piedmont. As we go through the evening hours, mostly cloudy sky at 7 p.m., 43 degrees, 41 by 9 p.m., partly cloudy sky at midnight with temperature around 38. Let's check out your first forecast. Some nice weather's on the way. I'll let you know about that coming up later in your Storm Tracker weather forecast.
Authorities are continuing to search for a 59-year-old Farmington resident in connection with a Tuesday afternoon shooting just outside the Farmington city limits. According to the St. Francis County Sheriff's Department, 2 people were arrested following the incident at a business at the corner of Delisue and Highway 221. 51-year-old Mark Martin Sr. was taken into custody on an outstanding warrant from St. Louis County for possession of a controlled substance. Martin was released after posting bond. A 37-year-old Farmington resident was questioned and released pending further investigation. The 39-year-old shooting victim was treated and released from a St. Louis hospital and is expected to make a full recovery. Well, one of the unique aspects of Reynolds County is a new mobile field lab 3000. It gives the county the ability to add new formulas to the machine's preloaded database of over 3,900 illicit drugs. Sheriff Tom Vollner of Reynolds County told 18 Eyewitness News company officials would be in the county this week to start building their database.
They're coming in next week because of the different types of methamphetamine that we have here in Missouri, and they're bringing the chemists and everything else so that they can analyze our methamphetamine and load it into the machine.
Sheriff Vollner also tells 18 Eyewitness News the ability to add new formulas is necessary because the sample meth is too pure compared to the meth that they see on the streets.
Well, when we put our shake and bake, for instance, methamphetamine in there, because it's got so much other stuff in it, the lithium and the ammonium nitrate and stuff like that in there, that it's not kicking it as being a true sample. So they're going to analyze the sample, verify it for us, then load it in our database, make the database for us.
In tomorrow's final report, Sheriff Vollner discusses the goal of Reynolds County Drug Court. The city of Deloge will put the East Outer Road project out for bid on November 27th. City Administrator Greg Camp tells 18 Eyewitness News where the new road will start.
This intersection will be upgraded, and then the road travels 1.2 miles to the south and terminates about where Halter Road comes in, but there's a connector road that directly accesses the Parkway Drive interchange. So you'll be able to travel north-south from this interchange all the way down to the Parkway Drive interchange without ever having to be on 67.
Camp says there are other safety benefits in addition to reducing traffic on Highway 67.
Because there will be access from this end and from the south end to the same areas that Spencer Road currently serves, we'll be able to close that right-in, right-out crossing. So that's the huge safety benefit, and I think that was at the very top of the list more than anything else when it came to this project.
Camp says state and federal funds are covering 72% of the cost for the $4 to $5 million project. The East Outer Road is expected to be completed in about 12 months. And when we return on 18 Eyewitness News, 3 recent fires in Piedmont are under investigation. That story is coming up only on 18 Eyewitness News.
For 15 years, Heartland Furniture and Appliance has been the leader in price for Restonic bedding. Whirlpool built Crosley appliances, Frigidaire appliances, sofa sets, recliners, accent furniture, and White's metal detectors. Same-day delivery with no waiting. We are fast becoming this area's leader in the home furnishing and appliance business. Need a little cash? Payday loans are available in each store. We'd love to have you come see us at one of our 3 locations on both sides of Main Street in Piedmont, Business 60 in Dexter, and next to Current River Ford in Donovan. Heartland Furniture and Appliance, 223-3200.
Let it wash you this morning. Oh, the blood of Jesus shed for me. What a sacrifice that saved my life. With the blood, it is my victory.
You're watching 18 Eyewitness News with Fred Dawkins and Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp. 18 Eyewitness News continues.
The state fire marshal is investigating 3 fires in Piedmont. The most recent was at a storage facility on Main Street shortly after 9 Wednesday morning. 2 storage units were damaged, but no one was injured. Now this follows 2 fires about 2 weeks ago in Piedmont. The firefighters were called to a commercial building which was totally engulfed in flames, and 3 minutes later, a fire at an unoccupied residence was called in. Ripley County authorities are investigating an incident where a man was shot by his 79-year-old uncle Tuesday afternoon. Rodney Laughlin had gone to his uncle's property to ask if he could deer hunt. However, the 2 men got into a dispute. Laughlin told deputies that his uncle grabbed a .22 caliber pistol and told him he would shoot him if he didn't leave. When Laughlin reached for his gun, the uncle shot him. The uncle says Laughlin raised his hands and said, "Just shoot me," then lunged forward toward him. The uncle told deputies he didn't mean to shoot, but the gun went off. Deputies took 2 pistols back to the sheriff's office for evidence. The uncle was not arrested. A Ripley County man is recovering from shooting himself in the foot Tuesday afternoon. The man told authorities he had been working on a .22 caliber rifle because it hadn't been firing. He said he thought he had unloaded the round, but he pointed the rifle down, pulled the trigger, and the round hit him in the right foot. The man was treated at a Ripley County hospital. While our chilly weather is one sign of the holiday season, another is the familiar wishing wells of the United Way of St. Francis County. When Executive Director Donna Hickman visited our 18 Eyewitness News studios, she reminded us all the money raised here stays here.
But here in little old St. Francis County, we are a family kind of organization where chances are you know someone who's benefited from a service provided by one of the agencies that we fund. You probably have been in one of the agencies that we fund, either on a tour or for a lecture or something like that. Whether you've ever received a service from them or not, you can go into that agency and see the work that they do and know that you have a hand in making that happen.
This year marks the 25th anniversary of bell ringing for the Salvation Army and the United Way in St. Francis County. Now, Donna says more than 1,000 volunteers are needed to ring the bell at wishing well locations in Farmington, Bismarck, Leadington, and Park Hills. If you'd like to help out, you'll find all the information you'll need by clicking this story at our website, KDKZ18.com.
More nice weather's on the way. Details coming up next in your Storm Tracker weather forecast.
When someone comes in a Mineral Area's emergency department, our focus is giving them the best treatment in the quickest manner possible. We track every single patient, sending the doctors information before they even walk in the room. We have dedicated X-ray and CT equipment in our emergency department. We don't have to waste any time running all over the hospital. We know that minutes count in an emergency, and you can count on ER Plus at Mineral Area Regional Medical Center.
Now, here's your Storm Tracker 18 weather forecast with Chief Weathercaster Dustin Kopp.
And welcome back. Looking at weather headlines throughout southeast Missouri, we're going to continue to see that mild air for the next several days. Plenty of sunshine, but watching for some showers moving in next week and continuing to watch for some frost for in the morning. Here in southeast Missouri, temperatures are in the 40s, 46 in Festus, 46 right now in St. Genevieve, Fredericktown and Piedmont, 47, 46 in Poplar Bluff, and 42 right now in Van Buren, not 32, and 45 in Ellington. Currently here at the studio, we have a mostly cloudy sky with 45 degrees as our current temperature. Feels like 45 out there, current dew point 29, 53% humidity. East wind at 2 miles per hour. Going through the day on your Friday, plenty of sunshine throughout southeast Missouri. Really can't complain about the weather. However, the temperatures will be on the cool side of things. 31 for your overnight low. We're going to start decreasing those clouds after midnight. Temperatures in the 30s all across the board. 34 in Potosi, 33 in Ellington, as well as in Piedmont, Fredericktown, and Cape Girardeau 32, as well as in Poplar Bluff. Tomorrow, mid-50s for highs. Some areas near 60, like in Piedmont, 59, as well as in Van Buren and Ellington, 58 in Ironton, and 57 in Festus, with all sunny skies throughout southeast Missouri. Then the next several days are looking like this. On your Saturday, plenty of sunshine, high of 55. Then on Sunday, 59 and mostly sunny. Partly to mostly sunny on your Monday, high of 55. Mostly sunny on Tuesday, high of 58. Near 60 on Wednesday. Then some showers move in the area on your day on Thursday. Another look at a weekend forecast. Plenty of sunshine on your Saturday, 55 degrees, low of 31. And then on Sunday, high of 59 with a partly sunny sky and a low of 39. That is check of your Storm Tracker weather forecast. You can get more information at our website at KDKZ18.com. Just click on the weather tab. Fred, back to you.
Coming up in today's 2-minute tour of Missouri, a wrongfully convicted man is freed after 30 years. A 21-year-old could receive a 78-year prison sentence, and a hospital building gets a 4-footed visitor. Today's 2-minute tour of Missouri starts in Jefferson City, where an inmate imprisoned nearly 3 decades ago for a rape and murder conviction walked away free on Wednesday after a judge ruled that St. Louis police hid or destroyed evidence while misleading the mentally ill man into a false confession. 56-year-old George Allen Jr. grinned as he hugged friends, family, and supporters after a brief hearing. Reading from a prepared statement, Allen said, "I have spent 30 years in prison as an innocent man, but I never gave up hope." A 21-year-old Jackson man pleaded guilty to 17 burglary charges in circuit court on Tuesday. Aaron Denson is charged with participating in burglaries that hounded homeowners and law enforcement officials for months. Denson will be sentenced on January 14th. He could receive 78 years in prison. Well, the number of foreign students enrolled at Missouri colleges and universities has topped 16,000. That's an increase of 6.3%, according to a report by the Institution of International Education. China provided the largest number of international students in Missouri, accounting for about 29% of the total. A 21-year-old Fenton, Missouri man is under arrest after stealing a Jeep Cherokee from a gas station with a 19-month-old girl inside. After driving off with the car, the thief realized he had a passenger. He quickly left the baby in her car seat in a driveway not far from the gas station, and the girl was rescued unharmed. Police arrested the man who was still driving the Jeep a short time later. A medical building at Hannibal Regional Hospital in northeast Missouri had a different kind of walk-in patient Tuesday morning when a deer crashed through a window. An employee watched as the animal began frantically searching for an exit, skidding on the vinyl floor. Eventually, it crashed through a second window and ran off. No one was hurt, and the medical building remained open. It wasn't known if the deer was injured. And that's your 2-minute tour of Missouri for today.
I'm Stacy Johnson. You know, if there's one thing we all have in common, it's that we'd all like a little more money. I've got 5 ways you might find some, and they're just ahead on Money Talks News.
Your health is brought to you by Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy. Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy of Deloge. We're caring for you and about you is our business. From taking time to explain your medication, offering a caring touch, to a full line of medical equipment, supplies, and diabetic shoes. We'll help you understand your options and assist you with Medicare drug plan enrollment with a comfortable waiting area, convenient drive-through or free delivery. Caring for our neighbors is our business. Your locally owned Parkland Health Mart Pharmacy just off of Highway 67 at the Deloge exit.
If you'd like a little more information, you've got the right place to go to. Money reporter Stacy Johnson is here with the 5 best ways to create extra cash.
If you're feeling poor these days, it's probably not your imagination. According to the Census Bureau, after inflation, median household income fell 2.3% last year, and it's dropped 7% since the turn of the century.
But there are ways to make more money. All are simple, none are easy though. I'm going to tell you 5, starting with number 1, getting a part-time job.
And the holidays are the perfect opportunity.
Last year we hired 92,000 employees, and we ended up keeping about 40% of those employees because a lot of them want to continue working through Target afterward.
Idea number 2, ask for a raise, but do it right by showing how you're bringing more money to the bottom line.
You want to talk about accomplishments, you want to talk about increases in sales, improvements in customer service. You want to show that you bring value to the company, and your raise is really an investment that your employer can see has paid off.
But bringing in extra cash is just one way to have more money. Tip number 3, spend less.
Track your spending for a month or 2 and see if there are ways you can save. Fun? No, but an easier road to more money than a second job. Idea number 4, get some training or education to prepare for a more lucrative career. And your final idea, pay down debt. Every dollar of interest you don't pay is like getting a $1 raise. How much interest did you pay last year? Bottom line, there are lots of ways to approach making more money. Like I said, most are simple, though none are easy. But I've got lots more information and ideas waiting at MoneyTalksNews.com. If you want more money, check them out. I'm Stacy Johnson.
And as Stacy said, he's got more information and links at his website. To get there, just go to our website, KDKZ18.com. Click on the Money Talks link under the Lifestyles menu. The first snow of the year will be here before you know it, and when it happens, you might put some salt on your sidewalk or even your driveway to keep the ice away. Well, how does this work? Our science guy, Jason Lindsay with Hooked on Science, shows us the science behind how salt melts ice.
It's 32 degrees Fahrenheit, 0 degrees Celsius. It's an important temperature. That's the temperature at which water freezes, and it's important if you want snow outside. Speaking of snow, when it does start falling in your neighborhood, you might put some salt on the roadway or even your sidewalk to keep them from getting slippery. How does that work? Well, take a look at our thermometer here. The ice inside of my beaker is 32.6 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's throw some salt on the ice here and let's see if the temperature changes. We're going to mix it around just a little bit there and take a look. Let's see if it drops. It's going to 30.3, 29.5. That's right, salt lowers the temperature at which water freezes. That's why it's important to put it on the roadway and the sidewalks when it's snowing outside. Learn more at hookedonscience.org.
Go to KDKZ18.com and click on Hooked on Science under the Lifestyles menu for this and other experiments that might get you and your entire family hooked on science.
And coming up in sports, I'm going to have a preview of the final first-round game for the Arcadia Valley Thanksgiving Tournament, which starts this coming Monday. The Cards' Yadier Molina picks up more defensive hardware, and Mizzou coach Frank Haith is already reloading for next year. It's all coming up here in sports.
Tips to make you money delivered daily. The totally free Money Talks newsletter. Sign up now and get my money makeover video, a $50 value, as my gift. MoneyTalksNews.com.
Attention, Accutane warning. If you have Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, or inflammatory bowel disease, it may have been caused by the acne drug Accutane. Accutane victims have recently been awarded millions of dollars. Do not delay. There are time deadlines to file a claim.
Call the Rely On Group now to be connected with an experienced attorney. There is absolutely no risk on your part. You don't owe us a penny unless we are successful.
Call the Rely On Group at 800-698-3105.
If you have diabetes and you're on Medicare, call now to get the new talking meter. These new meters are more accurate, they're easier to use, and the best news is you don't have to prick your fingers anymore. Arriva makes it simple. They bill Medicare directly. There are no upfront costs, and they deliver your supplies right to your door for free.
For more information, call 1. This is Sports Zone, only on 18 Eyewitness News.
The final first-round game of the 86th Annual Arcadia Valley Thanksgiving Tournament tips off on Tuesday. The number 4-seeded Bismarck Indians take on the 5th-seeded West County Bulldogs. Second-year Bulldog coach Chris LeBayer is going to bring an experienced team and one of the area's biggest men to the tournament.
Stephen Barnett's returning. He's 6'6" senior. He averaged 18 points, 10 rebounds a game, all district, all region, all conference player. So we're expecting big things out of him. We have 2 or 3 other kids that are returning that played varsity last year.
You can hear every game of the AV tournament on Froggy 96, our affiliate Kickin' Country 105, Froggy96online.com. And this year, you can now watch the game live in sparkling crystal clear resolution, all from your home or your mobile phone at KDKZ18.com. While Cardinals catcher Yadier Molina has been collecting defensive honors since the season ended, he's just added the most prestigious defensive award of them all. Having already earned his 5th straight Gold Glove, Molina was announced as the National League's Platinum Glove Award winner. All of the Gold Glove recipients are eligible for the Platinum Award, with the winner determined through fan voting. This marks the 2nd year that Rawlings has handed out a Platinum Glove, and Molina won the National Honor League both times. Several scouting services are ranking Mizzou's men's basketball recruiting class in the top 20 in the nation. Wednesday was the first day next year freshmen could sign letters of intent, and Coach Frank Haith has already received 3 players with rankings in the top 150 in the nation. That's according to Rivals.com. Haith says he's looking for immediate production from 4-star forward Jonathan Williams III, 4-star guard Wesley Clark, and 3-star forward Torrin Jones. That's Today in Sports. Fred and Dustin, it's back to you in the studio.
Thanks a lot, Aaron. Let's take a quick check at that forecast once again. The next couple of hours, we're going to see mostly cloudy skies, 7 p.m. temperature, 43 degrees, 41 by 9, and by midnight, we should start clearing out. Partly cloudy sky and a temperature around 38. That does it for 18 Eyewitness News this evening. Newswatch is next. We'll see you right back here on 18 Eyewitness News tonight at 10 o'clock.
Do you see news happening in your neighborhood? Email us at news@kdkz.tv. Coming up tonight on KDKZ Channel 18.